Hey guys, Augie here and welcome to the channel. Today I want to share with you guys 10 more things you may not know about Lost Ark. Just little things that can help you out and make your life a little bit easier. I did have another video like this up before and it got quite a bit of good comments and comments suggesting other things. So here we are with another video with 10 more things that you may not know. Let's hop straight into it now, shall we? So for starters, we have chat box windows. Now these, they have actually recently changed them with an update where the chat box that you have set over there is on all your characters. You don't have to individually set them up anymore. So you can make a new one, you can name it whatever you want, and then you can select whatever you want inside it. And also the language filter, I don't think that does really much to it. But yeah, you can set that all up. And then I myself on the normal one, you can actually hold in control and right click on it. Then you go to chat tab settings and you can see everything that is in there. And if you do disable the XP and the party loot and the my loot, that will help you out a lot with lag in chaos dungeons. So disable that, especially on your ults with the roster stronghold XP buff, will help you out a lot to reduce stuttering in chaos dungeons when you do that. And then just have your things all set up differently, like the guild chat. I have that set to only guild, so I can only see guild in there. And then whispered chat is obviously just for whispering people directly. And that's, and another thing is this little lock over here. You can actually make the window bigger and smaller, however much you want it. And then if you click on the normal, you can actually move this around to wherever you want it. You can resize it, make it tiny, make it big. So I like to get mine there with a second XP bar right there. And then you lock it in place so you don't accidentally move it while you're doing stuff. All right, moving on to tip number 2. We have the dismantle setting, the auto dismantle. So when you press the open inventory and you go over to dismantle, obviously, if you do have stuff, whenever you click this, it will just put in whatever you have in your inventory and your pet's inventory. So whatever level you click there, and you can dismantle that. Or you can actually set up the auto dismantle. And then by default, this stuff will all be mostly selected. This is what you want to dismantle. And also there, if you click that, you will auto dismantle when you require it. So if you're in a chaos dungeon and some of that loot drops, it should auto dismantle depending if it is set up in this. And the item rank would be all below. So in my case, I have it set to epic. So anything epic or below will get dismantled automatically, being epic, rare, uncommon, and normal. And the item tier of tier 3 or below. So whatever I get will be auto dismantled. And then you can set the quality. I have it to 80 or under. So if it's over 80% quality, then it actually won't dismantle. So you can look at it. And apply auto dismantle upon gaining drops. And then down the bottom here, dismantle items with any of the following combat stat bonuses. So I click the ones that I want to dismantle. Obviously will be Dom, Endurance, and Expertise, since nobody uses those. So when you click those will automatically be dismantled, whereas Swift, Crit, and Spec won't be. And then you can also click there for skill tree notifications, exclude equipment. So if you have your skill tree set up for your tripods and things, I believe it will not dismantle ones with that on it. And exclude gear with engravings in favorites. So when you have your engravings open, you can actually favorite the ones that you want. And if they are favorited, they won't get dismantled. So just make sure to go over your engravings as well when you do this. And then you want to put your favorite on all the ones that you want to actually keep, so you know which ones are not going to be auto dismantled. And then another setting is there. You can make it with either 1 or 2. So if it has 1 engraving on, it won't be dismantled, but you can also set it to having 2 engravings, since you know all items can come with 2 engravings. So if you wanted to have 2 of your favorited engravings, then you can click that, and now it will only dismantle stuff with 1 engraving. So with this setting above, it will dismantle everything that doesn't have any of your favorite engravings, but if it has at least 1 favorited engraving, it will not dismantle on that setting. So I like to do it like that, just to have a little look through it. You know, sometimes you get lucky with some legendary loot that will actually sell for a bit. But that is how you set up the auto dismantle. And then moving on to tip number 3, we have a nice one in your skills. When you're going through your skills and if you're changing them up depending on a fight or a build or something, if you have this over here, sort by equipped skills as priority. See right now I don't have it selected, which it is by default. Then the skills that I actually want to get all of them Doomsday is right at the bottom, so I got to scroll all the way down to go find it. But if you click that over there, it'll put all your skills up. See, there's all my skills I'm using right now. It just basically moves all the skills up depending on which ones you have equipped on your bar. So it's a little bit easier to find them all when you're just playing around, you know, with your gold and or changing stuff for fights. That's a pretty easy one, but nice little quality of life. And then moving on, we have another long one, the integrated presets. Now, by default, this is Alt-E. And how you do this, each of these you have to individually set them up how you want them. So your cards, so say now for example, right now I'm in my casting reflux set. and how I want it. So I have all the gems equipped, I have the cards equipped and all of that stuff. And then when you go name it, so for your card catalog example, I haven't actually named this, but I am using that one. And then you can just select everything that you want to use. And obviously you can name it. So if you have like a crit one or HP one, or like, for example, your item preset, this you want to name as well. I have this set to casting. So you equip everything that you want, and then you just change the name there. And when you do that, it will be saved as a casting. So this gear preset will be your casting preset. Then if I click something else over there, it will automatically change to another preset that I have. Or if those presets actually don't have anything in them, you will just keep your gear that you have equipped, or you actually just unequip all of it if they do have like nothing saved to them. So you want to come set these up all individually. So set up your casting with your correct, and this will save your engravings, will save your gear, your accessories, and your stone. So on that side, you want to save that all. And obviously your gems as well, you can change that. You can change the name over there to what you want them, and your cards as well. When you rename stuff, it just changes it all and saves it as that. And then you actually come to your preset. So this preset you do last. And now, for example, this one, I have two different names over there. Casting and instant, that's the name over there, so you can change it. But you can actually look at this. See, for that I've rechanged that to instant flux, and you can see the skills are different, the engravings are different, because I actually chose that out of the different things I have there. So you have to set these up individually, and then casting has all this set to it. But yeah, you've got to select which one. So I could change this, saying I wanted to make this my casting one, then I can save changes. But basically this just makes it a lot easier if you have a whole different gear set and spec and engravings and build. You want to change routine really quickly, so you don't have to do it manually each time. For example, when you're on a bard, you want to have one for your chaos and then your support build, because you do change all your skills, and you will change your engravings as a bard when you do chaos and or doing group content. So that's just an easy way to set that up, and it does help you and save you a lot of time from doing it yourself. So I would suggest to take the free time and actually just come and set up these presets. And then moving on, we have auto level gems. So if you open inventory, you see down there fuse gems. Now normally you just click on level 9 and it'll just take all the gems you have in your inventory or your pet inventory and upgrade them to the highest possible gems that you can. But another thing you can do is actually auto fuse them. So whenever you get gems and they come into your inventory, if you have this set up, they'll automatically just fuse up. I suggest doing this on all your alts, and you want to click item tier 3, so it will upgrade gems in tier 3. And then the level they'll upgrade them to is level 4. The reason level 4, because that's the last level before they become epic. So if you have this set like that on all your alts, you can send all of the level 4s to your roster storage, and then you go and upgrade them on a character that you actually want to use level 5 gems on. Because for right now, level 5 gems will clear you through pretty much everything, including Widgets on your alts. So you have a full page of level 5 gems, they will get you through quite easily. So you want to get them all to 4, obviously, because if on my Sork, I don't need these gems right now. I upgrade them to level 5, and then I send them to an alt, then it's going to be a Sork level 5 gem. So for me to then have to re-roll it again will cost silver. And then if I actually want to level it up, it'll actually have to level up to 6 before it changes to a gem of that class that I'm on, my alt. So that's why you just want to level them all up to 4, send them to your alts, and then you fuse them to level 5 on your alts. That will save you silver and just a lot of time in the long run for actually doing this, instead of doing it manually by yourself every single time you get gems to drop. So that's a nice little tip there. And then moving on, number 6, this is just a quick little easy one with your map, your HUD down below here. As you see, it has all of these things over here that you guys might not know about. It's got the compass, it's got your Bifrost, selfie mode, you've got PvP proving grounds, and then the broken compass. And see, for example, that event thing over there, that is a super express pass. It's actually on my Glavier, so it's kind of like wasted space over there. What you do then is you click this little thing on the side, edit widgets, and the event quest. I'm going to get rid of it. And I'm actually going to put in integrated dungeons. Now you can move these around and get rid of them however you want to set them. It's totally up to you, but you can change those around. Or if you just want to take all of them off and make it blank, you can do that as well. But see, now I've actually took the express event out and I have the integrated dungeons. Even though you can just press the keybind, I thought I'd just put it in there for you guys, a nice little thing that you might not know about. And then moving on, we do have party frames. Now these by default are unlocked and they start like that in that position. You can move them around. There's either going to be the green party or the purple party if you're in a raid group. Give a shout out to Lillian for helping me out being in my party real quick, so I can make this video and show you guys how to mess with the frames. But basically you can move this wherever you want and you can lock it so then it won't move at all during raiding. But the most important thing I want to show you guys is actually changing it. You can change what it looks like. You can have it like that, or you can, so then you'll just see the class icon and then their HP. It's totally up to you how you want to change it. So that's default, that's simplified, and then there's this version. I like this version myself. And then you can also change how it's positioned. So if it's vertical or horizontal, so now people will fill up like this way. So I'll have another 3 and 4 like that. And I actually like to bring this down here, and then I lock it in place. So my party is always there. And then the second party, when you're in a raid, will be the same thing as this, just another party frame. I like to have it on this side, so I can always be seeing everybody's health all the time. That doesn't take up a lot of space. And then if there is a fight that you need to see debuffs for, you can just change it. Obviously, you don't want to have it like that big. But yeah, you can change it so you can actually see the debuffs of people. See there, you can see debuffs. And if Lillian had debuffs, I would be able to see them. But then you want to move that away, and then you can obviously make it vertical again. You can even have it there if you're trying to monitor debuffs and stuff, especially if you're playing a support or something and you just see what everybody has buff-wise, and you can put the other party over there for raiding. So that's a nice little tip there for the party frames. I'll set this back to how I like it. I like mine right over there, just in line with the XP bar and the chat window, my little bit of OCD there, and then I put the second one over there. And then moving up, we do have startup commands. I can't show it to you guys right here, but I do have a video for you guys that I actually made a while ago, and it will show you how to, when you load in, especially when you go and do your dailies on the Wailing Swamp, when you load in, you know you've got to throw that thing at the big guys. I'll bring that video up for you guys. I will link this in the description for you guys so you can have a look. But pretty much when you go into the forest, you actually got to wait for mobs to spawn. If you do the changes and things that I show in this video, they will actually just pop up straight away, and you don't have to wait to see you load in straight away. And there it is right there. This is a little bit of changing with the Steam and putting in some startup options, but I will leave that for you guys in the description. You can go watch on that video. It's not too long, and it will make your loading times instant pretty much. You don't have to wait for mobs or anything. Really helpful, really nice. And then moving on, we do have just a quick little tip that if you do 100 chaos gates, I believe it's an achievement. What was the achievement button? I can't remember exactly where it is, but I know if you do 100 chaos gates, you will actually get a free Kharmine card, a legendary Kharmine, which you do need for the Lost One set. So that's just another little thing to remember. And also, it doesn't matter that if you've already done your chaos gate for the day. I don't think we have chaos gates up today. No, we've got bosses up today. But yeah, if you've already done the loot for the day from the chaos gate, it doesn't matter. You can still go run the chaos gates whenever they spawn, and it will count towards your completion for the achievement. So 100 chaos gates equals free Kharmine card. And then last tip I have for you guys is the guardian souls from the weekly counter. You know, if you do Unas and you go over to weekly, and then if you have this guardian raid, you have to harvest 6 guardian souls. When you actually run your challenge guardian for the week, which you should be doing every week, these do count towards the guardian souls. So this will be 3 straight off the bat. And then obviously you just need to run 3 more guardians for the week to complete that off really quickly to finish off your weekly Unas task. Just if you guys wanted to do that on alts or something, so you might know about that, and do your 2 boss rushes to then finish it off really fast. So 2 boss rushes and your guardian soul does count from the challenge guardians. So that's pretty much all I got for you guys. If you have any other information that I don't know about, chuck it down in the comments below. I'd love to hear it. And we'll make another video if there's enough comments and things about it. So thank you guys so much for watching. Please drop a thumbs and a subscribe. Really appreciate it. And I'll catch you guys in the next one. Augustin out.
Run free and dive into the sky. Hear the wind crying out its prayer. Why are we so ashamed to be